seems to transcend words, yet we all recognize it the moment it begins to unfold. It starts with the crisp chill in the air, the kind that carries the faint aroma of pine and frost. The streets shimmer with twinkling lights, their glow spilling out into the quiet darkness, and there's a hum of anticipation everywhere, as though the very world is holding its breath. Christmas Eve is a time when the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. The mundane becomes mystical. A simple tree becomes a symbol of joy, its branches heavy with ornaments that whisper of family traditions and memories made over the years. The humblest of living rooms is bathed in golden light, flickering candles, and the glow of fireplaces, creating a warmth that seems to seep into our souls. For children, the magic of Christmas Eve is tangible. It's found in the storybooks that are read aloud by parents, the stockings that are hung with care, and the whispered excitement of what tomorrow might bring. The world seems limitless on this night. Anything is possible. Reindeer might actually fly. Sleigh bells might truly be heard faintly in the distance. The belief in something greater, something wondrous, is at its strongest. But it's not just for the children. Adults, too, feel the spell of Christmas Eve. Maybe it's a wistful nostalgia, a yearning for the days when they waited for Santa with bated breath. Or maybe it's the realization that the real magic lies in the people around them, in the gathering of loved ones, the laughter, the shared meals, and just the comfort of togetherness. It's the one night where the world seems to slow down, allowing us to step out of our busy lives and into a space that feels timeless. Think of the quiet moments on Christmas Eve. The way the snow falls outside, blanketing everything in serene silence. The way the stars seem just a bit brighter, as if they're leaning a little closer to Earth, sharing in the wonder of the night. what's to come. It's a night steeped in tradition, yet alive with the promise of something new. We bake the same cookies we've baked for decades, but each year they somehow taste sweeter. We hear the same songs, but the melodies always seem to carry new meaning. And so, as Christmas Eve stretches into the night, its magic deepens. There's a beauty in its fleeting nature, isn't there? Just one night, yet it feels endless while we're in it. The ticking of the clock is gentler, quieter, as if time itself is reluctant to move forward. This is the gift of Christmas Eve. It invites us to live fully in the present, to savor each precious second, knowing that it won't last forever. But maybe that's why it means so much. The transience of this night reminds us to cherish what's here and now, to hold our loved ones a little closer, to listen a little more intently to the laughter and stories that fill the air, to take in the soft glow of the lights, the sparkle of tinsel, the scent of evergreen, and to realize that these simple, fleeting things are what create memories that last a lifetime. Christmas Eve also carries with it a sense of hope, one that's universal and unspoken. It whispers to us of possibilities, of fresh starts, renewed connections, and the belief that no matter what challenges we faced, there is still light to be found. It's a hope that isn't tied to grand gestures or material gifts, but to the quiet assurance that goodness endures even in the smallest acts of love. Think about the stories that unfold on this night. The hands that prepare a warm meal for someone in need. A quiet knock at the door as neighbors exchange cookies and kindness. The phone calls to friends who live far away, and the soft "I love you" spoken as families gather close. These are the moments where the magic of Christmas Eve lives. Not in the glittering extravagance, but in the simple, heartfelt connections that remind us of what it means to be human. And let's not forget the silence of this night. Silence that isn't empty, but full of wonder, anticipation, and gratitude. Step outside